It's a great question. So in the province of Ontario, there is a basic statute of law called the Succession Law Reform Act. It basically sets out in law what would happen if you were to pass away without a will. So it has an enumerated list of who would be the appropriate beneficiaries. So naturally, if we use a couple and they're legally married, spouse gets the first complete component of the inheritance of a will. Then it would go down to your children. If both spouse and children are passed, then it goes back to parents. And then if parents are passed, then it starts to go to brothers, sisters. If those people are all passed, then you're dealing with cousins, nephews, and so forth. So it's a very historical family tree type of process that the government has had in place for many, many years, which basically safeguards in the event that you die without a will, that it doesn't just go to the government like people have sometimes feared. It goes through quite an exhaustive list before it gets to ultimately going to the government. So for most people, 99.9% of people, they have family members that are alive that would be able to receive the inheritance if you died without a will. The issue with not having a will, though, is not so much about the inheritance going to people, it's are they going to the appropriate people that you would wish them to go to, because the definition of family now is greatly different than when the Succession Law Reform Act was created. Somebody that you would like to have your inheritance after your spouse passed away, if you have a spouse, may not be to your parents, brothers or sisters. Your definition of family may be a very close neighbor or a friend that takes care of you or has just been there your entire life. You may be estranged from your bloodline family members. So it's very important still to do a will, to do powers of attorney. I've mentioned this before in write-ups and in interviews. The will is about creating certainty. It's about you saying, these are my last wishes, these are my last instructions, this is who I want to receive my estate and be in charge of it. So where at all possible, please contact us or a lawyer to prepare and process proper wills and powers of attorney for you to create that certainty so that you have that peace of mind for yourselves. Thank you.